You sit down to work. The cursor blinks on a blank page. You glance at your phone just for a second, and suddenly it's 30 minutes later and you're deep into a thread about conspiracy theories, cat videos, or why Iceland has no mosquitoes. Your coffee's cold, your brain foggy. You wonder, why can't I just focus? What's wrong with me? Here's the truth, it's not your fault, but it is your problem. Somewhere in the last 10 years, your brain changed. Not in a dramatic sci fi way. No wires were inserted, no chips implanted. It was subtler than that. Every ping, every swipe, every scroll. They rewired you, and while it was happening, you were too busy checking your notifications to notice. Let's rewind a bit. Decades ago, focus was normal. You could sit with a book for hours, get lost in a task, or walk without checking a screen every 5 steps. Your attention span was longer. You could sit with discomfort, resist boredom, and allow your mind to wander, not scroll. But now, the average person switches tasks every 47 seconds. They check their phone over 90 times a day. And the worst part, they don't even realize it's happening. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of willpower. It's addiction. You see, your brain runs on chemicals. One of them, dopamine, is often misunderstood. It's not just the pleasure molecule, it's the motivation molecule. It tells you, hey, do that again. And your phone, Mike, with its infinite colors, vibrations, likes, and sounds, is a dopamine casino. Every notification, a slot machine pull, every scroll, a reward, every like, a shot of validation. And over time, your brain learns, why do something hard and slow when I can get a quick hit of pleasure in seconds? That's why reading a book feels harder than watching TikToks. That's why writing an email takes forever. But watching YouTube shorts for an hour feels like 5 minutes. You've been trained, not by accident, but by design. The apps you use every day were built to capture attention, and they've done it so well that we've forgotten how to just be. So, is it too late? Have our brains been permanently damaged? Number neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, is both the villain and the hero of the story. The same mechanism that made you addicted to your phone is the one that can set you free. But like any rewiring, it takes intention and time. Here's how it starts. Not with more productivity hacks or to-do apps, but with silence. Try sitting still for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, just your breath, your thoughts, and the silence you've probably been avoiding. It'll feel uncomfortable, like withdrawal. Because in a way, it is. Your brain craves noise now. It panics in stillness. But sit with it. Let the fog rise. Then slowly begin to build back your focus. Choose one task. One. Not 3 tabs, not your inbox and Slack and calendar, all fighting for attention. Just one. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Promise yourself you'll stay with that task. Even if it's boring, even if it hurts. That's the mental gym. Every time you resist the urge to check your phone, your brain lifts a weight. It rewires. Next, reclaim your dopamine. Replace cheap hits with richer ones. A walk in nature, a long conversation, finishing a chapter, building something with your hands. These give you dopamine too, but it's slower, deeper, real. And here's the paradox. The more you avoid distractions, the more present you become. The more you focus, the more time you feel you have. Life feels slower again. And it's not because the world changed, it's because you did. The ability to focus isn't just about getting work done, it's about freedom. The freedom to live intentionally, to choose your attention instead of letting it be stolen. to experience depth instead of drowning in the shallow. So the next time you find yourself drifting, overwhelmed, fragmented, pause, breathe. Remember, your attention is your life. Where it goes, you go. And the power to reclaim it has been in your hands all along. Ironically, the very hands that have been holding the phone. You're not broken, you're just out of practice. And today, you begin again.